So today's topic that we're talking about is self-control. Self-control, self-discipline, whichever you want to say. I mean, it's basically the same thing, but we're talking about self-control. We got to deal with self-control so we can get to the things that we deserve. You know, how important is self-control? That's a real big thing. Self-control, it is hard. It's hard to deal with self-control when we feel like we already got it all together. How about that part? What about us? It could be us, it could be people. What about us or people that always feel like we got it all together? Well, you know, we always right. You know, what I say, how I do it, that's the right way, that's the best way. You know, and when we believe that we have it all together, when we're living in this world of perfectionism, then when it comes to self-control, we don't feel like we need to really control everything because everything's all good. So that's one of the major things that we can deal with when we deal with self-control or we deal with self-discipline. When you talk about self-discipline, it's like the self-control, the ability to avoid unhealthy things that could lead to negative consequences. Ooh. Self-control and self-discipline, they deal with the ability to avoid, hey Ice, hey Edward, the ability to avoid unhealthy things that could lead to negative consequences. You know, a lot of times we're not able to avoid that unhealthy thing that leads us to negative consequences because we just feel like this is who we are. That self-discipline, that self-control, you know, the ability to avoid, we don't have that ability to avoid unhealthy things because we feel like this is who we are. You know, when people say, you know, that this is, the Most High knows who I am. Oh, this is me. This is who I am. Oh, I'm going to tell you the truth. And if you don't like it, you don't like it, but I'm real. That type of stuff, like we're not thinking about how we say stuff or when we say stuff. What is the truth? So I'm gonna say it. We're not thinking about the right time to say things, but we just say things because this is me and this is who I am. I never did it before, so I don't got to do it now. A lot of times when we have that type of mentality, that's what gets us into these negative consequences because we feel like this is just who I am and this is what I get. You know, it's like. It's the settling stage. It's that we have determined that we are going to always get the short end of the stick. We're always going to have issues. We're always going to struggle. I mean, I come from the struggle. I come from the hard life. You know, hard knock life. I've been through all this. This is how it's going to be. I'm ready for it. And we don't have no self-control because it's something that we always know. You know, it's something that we're used to. It's something that's always done. A lot of times we can't have that. This focus is getting me crazy. So a lot of times we can't have that. A lot of times we can't have that. Keep it real goes wrong sometimes. Yes, because we don't hybrid. We don't. Con, hey love. Taylor, thank you for my taps. Sunflower, thank you, love. I'm telling you because we don't take time to do things the intelligent way. We don't take time to. A lot of times we just react and we don't come to a place to think and then respond. We always just react. And yes, we're not supposed to lie. And yes, we're supposed to tell the truth so we can help people grow. But how and when you do it is very important. It's very important. Because if I'm so upset with what's going on and you want to talk to me about truth, I ain't hearing you. We know and we all been there. When we're dealing with something and somebody want to tell us, you know, you should have did this. We don't want to hear we should. I'm hurt. We don't want to hear but if you would have did, we don't want to hear no type of advice. I'm dealing with what I'm feeling right now. Right, Sunflower? That used to drive me crazy with people. Girl, just get over it. Now, I just got hurt. What you mean? It just happened to me. Well, just forget about him. He literally lived here. What you mean? then the guy's like seriously, like, yo, like you broke up with your girl. It's like, come on, Phoenix. It's like, yeah, don't just forget about him. Well, we have joint accounts. There's stuff in each other's name. What you mean I can't just forget? There's things that's going on. We are so quick to give advice and not really seek to see if it's time. That's real. We don't seek to see if it's time. When we really love people, we want to see when is the perfect time. When the soil is right, when the ground is tilled, then I can plant these seeds and I'll be able to be received. But when I have these emotions going on, hey Mike, hey Eric, I have these emotions going on, it's real hard for me to take anything in. Right. But when you come and you have that love, come on, Sunflower, when you come and you have that love, most people listen just to respond, right? But when you come to have that love, that unconditional love for people, you want to hear what they have to say. Because now it's not about proving them right and giving all the right answers. But right now it's about listening to what their heart is saying. You see that? Sometimes it's not, if you listen to what their heart is saying, they're not looking for what was the right thing I should have did. Sometimes when you listen to what their heart is saying, it's saying, I just need your love. It's saying, I need your comfort. I just need an ear. I need to release these emotions in a safe place, right? Yes, right. Come on, Sunflower. I need to release these emotions. I know how I'm feeling isn't right. I know I'm so hurt. I want to die. Am I going to kill myself? No, but I need to talk to somebody about how real these emotions are that I'm feeling right now. And I need it to just be okay. I need to release these things and it be safe, in a safe place. Right, Taylor? Hey, Dre. I don't get advice from people that's not living in reality. Come on now. That's another thing. How is your life when you want to give me your advice, right? We was talking about that the other day too. But when we talk about self-control, self-discipline, the ability to avoid unhealthy things could lead to negative circumstances, that you have to have the ability to avoid it. Sometimes we care about the situation more than we care about the result, right? We care about the situation more than we care about the consequence, right? We care about, if you keep talking about your rights, you're gonna shut them down so much, Candy, that they're gonna get to a place where they're not gonna be able to hear anything that you're saying. And now when they go through something else with you next time, they're not gonna want to speak. We don't recognize, Rewind, hey beautiful. We don't recognize how much damage we could do just by thinking about ourselves. And I'm saying thinking about ourselves by not listening to people. I always say we got to love ourselves more at the end of the day, which is true, so we can love people better. But there's times that we have to take some time out to listen to what people say because we love ourselves more. This is a divine relationship that I'm talking to someone. Hey, Jesus. Hey, Tia. Hey, Midnight. If this is a divine relationship and I have a relationship with someone, I have to hear what they're saying to understand how I can help them and how they could help me. You see that? Because if you're connected to me, you benefit me. And if I'm connected to you, I benefit you. And those are divine relationships. So it's not just about who's right. It's about how do we grow. And in order, Pretty Face, Jenna says, hey love, in order for this to happen, we gotta have some self-control. We talked about this before. When we're right about something, right? And then the person that we're talking to is saying, no, I'm right. And we got the receipts, honey. I got the text. You told me. You told me. We don't even need to go back and forth. It's right here. Oh yeah, we gotta find out I'm right, you're wrong, And but out of respect, we let them talk, right? We try to explain ourselves, and they're explaining themselves, and out of respect, we let them say their piece. And as they're saying their piece, we're like itching, like come on, just finish talking so I can show you this receipt. We're ignoring everything they said just because we got to get to the place that shows, okay, yeah, you said all that, but I'm right. We have to get there, but it's so hard for us because that's when we're trying to pull in that self-control. We're using that self-control so that we can be able to allow them to speak. I be like that with my boss. Come on, hybrid. But if we don't have self-control, I'm going to cut you off. I don't care what you have to say. And yeah, right here, honey, it says right here that you said blah, blah, blah. So no, actually, you're lying. And I'm right. Now, but then we don't see because we don't listen. Now, if I cared enough to listen to what they had to say, I want to understand why you believe I'm wrong. I know I'm right, but that's not, I don't care about that. What I do care about is why you feel like you're right. I want to understand your mindset. I want to see the way you think. I need to understand you. I got to learn you to see if you're for me. That part. I got to learn you to see if you're for me. Or am I benefiting you and you're not benefiting me? Or are you just benefiting me and I'm not benefiting you? I need to figure out some things. And when I figure out some things, then I know if there should be a connection or not. Thank you, Taylor, for the taps. Hey, love. I need to have that self-control. In order for us to have that self-control, we got to have self-love. Because we care about the negative consequences. Why? Because we care about our life. You know, when people are in relationships and somebody cheats, listen to me. We're going to talk about it. When people are in a relationship and someone cheats and somebody catches their partner cheating on them, and they take a gun and they kill the person that they're cheating with. Now that is a perfect example of self-control, self-discipline. If you have self-control, if you have self-discipline, that means that you have self-love. So in spite of what other people's mistakes are, how much I love them or not, I'm not going to make the wrong decision to cause negative consequences that go against my life. That means that I love the person that's cheating on me more than I do myself. Because the negative consequence is that I'm going to get life in prison. And that doesn't mean I love myself more than I love the people in my life. That means I love the people in my life more than I love me. If I'm not considering and I do not have any self-discipline or self-control, then that means I'm lacking in self-love. Come on, Sunflower. Yeah, but I fell in love with her. Yes, hybrid. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Honey. Listen. It's real. Self-love, self-discipline equals self-discipline and self-control equals self-love. I gotta control myself. Come on, Juicy. I gotta control myself because my life is not gonna end here because someone decided to betray me. You know, matter of fact, I'm happy about it because you know what, I was about to get married to them. We was about to have children. You know, did we think of it a different way, right, Juicy? Come on now. That particular part, right, Juicy? Seriously. So I make sure I have the ability on the inside to be able to avoid unhealthy things so it doesn't lead me into negative consequences where I'm rebuilding everything that I built for me. No, I've been moving forward for so long, I ain't trying to go backwards. I understand the things that I do and how I act and what I say and how I move is going to affect the things that go on in my life in the future. So I need to have some self-control instead of popping off at the mouth at my boss. And I need to have some self-control and some self-respect instead of cursing somebody out because they cursed me out. I need to have some wisdom and understanding to know that when people do certain things, it's not a reflection of me, but it's a reflection of them. Hey, OB. Hey, love. Self-discipline and self-control has to, come on, Juicy, be one of our main characteristics. It has to. If we talk about that we have self-love, it has to, thank you, OB, thank you, love. It has to be one of our main characteristics, because I'm trying to get to my promises. I will fulfill all my promises. I will walk in my destiny. I will get there. You know, we talked about the saying, if I believe in all that was promised to me, then I have to have self-discipline. Because what happens is when we deal with things in our life that is a taste of what we deserve. I didn't say what we deserve. Listen to me. Come on, let's get deeper into this juicy. Come on, Limited. Come on, Springtime. Hey, love, welcome back. Welcome for a king. Charles, let's get a little bit deeper. When I get a taste of what I deserve, just a taste of it, I go right into it. But when we have self-discipline, I get a taste of it and say, oh, honey, I'm going to have a little bit more patience because I don't want to taste. I don't just want to taste, I want the meal. That's what we're talking about. You know, when we get a little bit of taste of what our promise is, that's why we latch on, because it's the best that we ever had. I didn't say the best you will ever have. Listen to me. There's no self-control because it's not what we're used to. You know, we run across some things and it feels like something that we deserve. It's not, it's a piece of it and it's better than what I've had, so I want to hold on. My other relationships, there was like zero love, but the relationship I'm in now, that love, I feel it's like 20%. I feel that it's a good, strong 20% of love. I never felt this before. This is it. This is me. You know, and because we don't have that self-control, that self-discipline to say, listen, you don't just deserve a piece. We don't have that. That self-discipline says you deserve 100. Do you hear me, King and Queens? That's what it says. It says you deserve it all. Self-discipline stops us from taking less than we deserve. That part. All things that are good ain't good. That's right. Self-discipline, when it's a main characteristic, we have the ability to decline instant or immediate gratification and pleasure. That's deep. That's some strength. Self-discipline is saying that I'm not going to take something for an instant. I'm not going to take something that is immediate. I'm going to take something that has some longevity, something that is everlasting. That there's some permanent things in there. It's not just temporary for me. You know, I don't deserve the instant and the immediate gratification or pleasure. I don't just want to tease. When we deal with self-control and we deal with self-discipline, it says, stop teasing me. I'm done with that anymore. You know, we come to the point when we're able to have that self-control. It's like, honey, it don't look like peaches and cream to me anymore, love. I know under those peaches and cream there's some rock. I know that the cream that's on the peaches, it causes cancer. I know that dairy is no good for you. We start reading into things because of the things that we have experienced in our life. I know that peaches and GMO. I know you ain't giving me no organic peach. I know that dairy isn't vegan. I know there's nothing healthy about that. It tastes good, but honey, it's not going to be good for me in the long run. Do you guys, you hear what I'm saying? And we're used to taking that instant gratification, but when we deal with self-control and self-discipline says, oh no, we're here for the long haul. We're here for the promise. Self-discipline says, I'm here for the promise. I know it looks tempting, but I've been tempted too many times, and I've dealt with too many negative consequences that I'm done with this. Yes, we don't think about the consequences, right? All we think about is the moment. Come on, Sunflower. All we think about is that instant, that feeling, you know. The feeling that we're going to feel for a moment. But not what's going to affect us in a lifetime. You know, we feel sex, we feel the feeling, the moment. In the moment, it feels good, I'll do it. But we don't think about children, we don't think about abortion, we don't think about all those things because we're focused on instant gratification. If you focus on the instant gratification, that means you feel like you're not enough. You feel like you're worthy of the instant gratification, but you're not worthy of a lifetime of gratification, a lifetime of gratitude, a lifetime of good feeling, a lifetime that was promised. Ash, thank you, love. Come on, Sunflower. It's real. When we deal with instant gratification, that's what happens to us. Star, hey, love. Taylor, it's real. I just want to taste it. Like your mom's cooking or something. Give me a taste. And we taste it so much that we're full by the time we can get the whole meal. And that's how it is. And that's what we do. And you're not just worthy of a taste, my love. You're worthy of the meal. You're worthy of it all. But we don't believe Hypno, hey love, hey King, 94. We don't believe that we're good enough, so we just take the instant gratification and we deal with the consequences. Because we're not good enough anyway, and we wonder why we don't feel like we're good enough, because we constantly keep having negative consequences. And then we want to blame life and not take accountability for the actions that we cause, for the unhealthy things that we got ourselves into. Yeah, I know it don't feel good. Sunny, hey love. I do it. Sunny, I am not appetizer type of girl. You better go ahead, hybrid. I ain't no appetite type of girl. I ain't no 2 for $20. I ain't no that. You better go to the entrees and that don't even got sides. I'm talking to somebody. Hey, Candace, preacher, hey love. You better go to the appetizers that don't have a side. I don't know if y'all went to 5-star dining and all that stuff. I don't know. I don't know if anybody ever been to a restaurant that's 5-star dining. You leave there for 2 people. Your bill's $550 just from food, not from drinks. I don't know. Hey, preacher. Hey, little secret. Hey, love. Hey, Tiny. Hey, Mo. I don't know if y'all been there before. Oh, thank you, Sunny. Grand Rising, love. Grand Rising, sunshine. I don't know if y'all ever dealt with a 5-star restaurant, but in a 5-star restaurant, y'all better listen to Hybrid. I ain't no appetizer type of girl. I ain't even no 2 for $20 type of girl or 2 for $40. I'm the type of girl that is the entree without the sides. How about that? You paying $50 for a steak, $75 for a steak or for chicken or for fish, and it don't even come with the sides. That's how much of an experience I wanted to have. If you charging me that much, then honey, that experience must have been real good, that I don't even need sides. And that's how 5-star restaurants work. Hey, Banana. Hey, Chief. Thank you, preacher. Zuri! Hi, love. Come on, I'm talking. We're talking now. I know appetizer type of girl. You can't just give me a little appetizer and expect me to be satisfied. I know that I'm worth more than that. I know that I'm more than enough. I know that I'm enough for the whole meal, honey, the dinner, and the dessert. How about that? Come on, Hybrid. I'm worth it all. You want to give me an appetizer? All right. It comes with the appetizer and the drinks and the entree and the dessert. That's what I'm talking about. I know what I am, but if we don't have self-control and we don't have self-discipline, then it's saying that I'm not enough. I'm not enough to control myself. I'm not enough that I don't believe in what's promised to me. Why you think I'm taking scraps? Why you think I don't have self-control? Because I don't really believe what's promised to me. If I believed what's promised to me, I ain't taking less than I deserve. I'm going to have some self-discipline. I'm going to have some self-control because I believe in what is mine. That's it. So if I have self-discipline, I have self-control, honey, that tells me I'm enough. I'm enough for the promise. I know my worth. Now I got to have self-control because I need to get to my destiny. No, honey. It's not about a booty call for me anymore. Yeah, but last week you just, no, honey, no. I know who I am. I don't deserve this sometimes. Manny, hey, love. Trinidad, welcome for Grand Rising, my loves. No, I deserve it in longevity. I deserve a partner to exchange this energy with that that understands the value in it. That even if they could have it for instant gratification, they don't want it. Come on now. Come on now. I want to deal with a partner that I run into that respects me so much and values my energy so much that they don't even want it in instant gratification. They want it in longevity. That's what I'm talking about. When I talk to someone and say I'm abstinent because I just don't share my energy with everyone, they say I am too. And I respect you, King, and I respect you, Queen, for living like that. Now I know that you're not just going to take my energy for granted. Now I know all the blood, sweat, and tears, the hard work that I did to go against everything that says I'm nothing, to go against everything that says I'm not worth it, to go against everything that says I'm not enough. And I built this oil and this courage and this love on the inside for a reason. Come on, Sonny. Go ahead, love. That's right, Candace. That part. Come on, Queen. We're in a microwave mindset. Right. We want everything fast. My marriage is over. I have no clue how to deal with all of this. We don't have no clue, Sonny, because we came to a point to be involved with people so much so that they have become us and we have become them. So then when they leave, it's so hard for us to get it together, you know. It's so hard for us to come to a place to recognize who we are. Clan, welcome forward, King, Grand Rising. Lady Wealth, hey Queen, Grand Rising love. Welcome, welcome, beautiful. That's what it is. So we got to come to a place, you got to come to a place, Sonny, to start loving on yourself and finding your truth. You got to fall back in love. And I'm not talking about people. I ain't talking about people. I ain't talking about your partner that you lost. I'm talking about falling back in love with yourself. Stats! Stats a Queen, hey love. I'm talking about falling back in love with yourself. Take yourself out. Cater to yourself, love. Find that love on the inside that builds the worth. We got to fall back in love with ourselves so we can find that worth again. We put all our worth and everything that we were in our partners and the people that we depend on. And when they're removed from our life, we feel like we ain't got nothing left. So we got to remind ourselves how great, Sonny, you just got to begin to remind yourself how great you are. Not with anything connected to you, not with, cause that's Queen, thank you, love. Not with anything connected to you, not with dependence and things like that, but how great you are all by yourself. When you look in the mirror, how extraordinary you are, that you're one in all the world, how beautiful you are, that your scars are beautiful, that you have risen from the ashes, this beauty for ashes, and love for pain, that type of stuff, Sonny. And you build on that, and day by day, you will build your self-love, and you'll come to a point to recognize that the marriage isn't your identity. I was going to do mistaken identity today. Your marriage is not your identity, but you are your identity. How you think, how you live, how you love, you are your identity. The Most High. Begin to see yourself through His eyes. Yes, we have to love ourselves before we can love others. Truly love others. Yes, Sunflower. Who we're going to hold the standard to. The reason why we got caught up in, come on, Sonny. Yes, love. Yes, come on. Come through, Sonny. That's right, King. You better do it. Listen, I'm telling you. We got to find out. We got to come to, listen, Sonny, come to a place to love yourself so much you recognize that what you have lost in your marriage, it wasn't because you lost it because you didn't deserve it. You lost it because it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for how great you are. You see that, love? You got to love yourself so much that you recognize the very thing that you was rejected from is the very thing that didn't deserve you. Creative! Hey, gorgeous! That part. Love yourself till you get to that point, Sonny, to recognize that, you know, there's better. And the reason why I don't have it, because there is. Not there probably is better for me out there. No. The reason why I don't have my marriage right now, the reason why things are falling apart is because I'm learning now that there is better for me. I'm learning that where I'm going to be and where I'm going, they would have never been able to carry me. I'm learning that I didn't love myself, but I chose to get in a relationship with someone, and I didn't even love myself enough. Come on. It's real. When we don't love ourselves enough, we don't have the standards to live by. Thank you all helping me get closer to my goal, 4 stars. I love you guys. Thank you, love. We come to a place when we have self-discipline and self-control that we know and we live with this knowledge of greater gain. We're living with a knowledge of a greater gain. That's self-control. I'm not going to take this thing because I know there's more for me. I'm not going to step into this thing because I know that my destiny